Welcome to a Drop Tent Media Production.
Welcome, everybody. You're not making it any easier.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that we
Evan.
were on an actual game show there.
It's time for the show.
It's time for you to come on down.
Hey, you know what? I would be a great host of The Price is Right. I wouldn't have to say things like ghoul friends.
Listen, you don't have to, but you choose to every time.
Welcome, everybody, to this fucking podcast, Handle with Scare. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yes. Here on Handle with Scare, we're all about terror and titillation. I didn't write this.
Everybody knows you did not write this.
This is where two ghoul friends talk about horror, all things bizarre, burlesque, and body mod. I just fucked that up so bad. As always, we want to hear what you guys have to say about our dumbass shit. So don't forget to look at the comments. Get in the comments, write shit. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
To like, subscribe, send it to your friends, share it to your friends.
Just go to the comments. Go to the comments.
Apparently just go to the comments. What do I know? I didn't write the fucking intro.
Talk about something. Get into fights.
We do like that. Can I have my phone back now?
Yeah, you can have that.
Wow, thank you. No, you can't do
Heather
this.
will be reading the intro. That's Heather. I'm Anna. Hi.
Heather will be
I'm
quitting.
Introducing us from now on because we're rude. We don't introduce ourselves.
I feel like if you're here, you've made it this far, you chose to be here and you know exactly who we are.
They probably don't know which one's which.
I beg to differ. But anyway.
Oh, well, what time is it, Heather?
It is time for our favorite segment, Dumb Tattoo of the Week. As always, if you want us to feature your ridiculous tattoo, does not have to be horribly done, doesn't have to be anything super crazy.
Just ridiculous.
Just any tattoo that makes you laugh, that you're like, this is obnoxiously awesome, send it to us. You can DM us on Instagram. You can find us at handlewithscarex, or you can send it to our email, which is handlewithscarepodcast1@gmail.com.
Yes, it really has a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Well, here we have something very special. This is our Lord and Savior, Dolly Parton.
Anybody who got the Moderna shot?
The Moderna mommy herself.
The Moderna mommy herself.
M-A-M-I, mommy.
Mammy.
It's Dolly Parton with the iconic Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, WAP hairdo. WAP standing for wet ass pussy.
Thanks for getting real close when you said that. I didn't like it. I got uncomfortable.
Good.
Can't wait for other people to talk about how uncomfortable they got.
I hope they did. With the WAP earring.
With the WAP earring. So this tattoo was done by whomst?
The very special Oba Jackson from Push Tattoo Studio in Wilmington, Delaware, where I also work.
Yep. If you are into black and gray realism, portraiture, you have something real special you want to do, or something really goofy like this, please send an email, book an appointment with Oba.
Oba would love to do more of this. He
Oba
doesn't
probably
get to do
would love
enough.
to do.
He doesn't get to do enough fun.
Yeah.
So when we get the fun,
we go hard on it.
We go hard on the fun. In fact, Oba has done like 4 fun tattoos on me. I can't be the only one.
He's done one on me too.
I'm not the owner of this tattoo. I wish I was.
No, I am also not the owner of this tattoo.
Moderna
Oba did
mommy.
do a tattoo on me though.
Moderna Mommy.
Yeah, true.
Dolly Parton.
And speaking of mashups of ridiculous things, including WAP, our favorite song of most recent, there is a YouTube personality, I will call him.
I want to know who drew this.
His name is DJ Cumberbund, and he does some of the most insane, awesome mashups. And he actually recently put out a mashup of Monster Mash and WAP. And, like, this thing is ridiculous. I mean, like, it shouldn't go together as good as it does.
So good.
And the fact that he took the whole song, I find myself singing this all the time. When he's just like, he did the monster WAP. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta fucking go.
Now,
but there you go. There's the iconic WAP earrings.
I love this poster.
In the art, yeah. Yeah.
Did he Photoshop this together?
Yeah, he did. That's his face in the middle.
This is fantastic.
Yeah. Super, super goofy.
I mean, he did cover up Meg's butt tragedy.
He did, but, like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
To keep your thumbnails intact, you know?
And also keep your content online.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're looking for, like, really ridiculous mashups, if you want to listen to this entire mashup, I highly recommend it. Check him out on YouTube. So funny. DJ Cumberbund. Obviously not sponsored or anything. I just really like stupid mashups. Truly, truly iconic.
Truly iconic.
So,
now, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's going on?
Do you think that Dolly Parton has a monster WAP?
I feel like Dolly Parton absolutely has to have a monster WAP, and I can just see Evan out of the peripheral of my eye, just like shaking his head like, God fucking damn it.
Who would have thunk it would be the one that did not chug a Four Loko on stage that was the dumbest person on the podcast?
You know, there are many things that I'm known for.
Some are dumb in real life, some are just dumb for the entertainment purposes. That's what that means.
All right. Way to shit on me. A podcast where Anna shits on me constantly.
This is the only time I've shit on you ever.
I know. I know. Yeah.
Are you proud?
I'm so proud. It's like you've taken a page out of my book. So proud. But anyway.
You heard it here first, folks. The only time I've ever shit on anybody.
And didn't get paid for it.
Ooh. I wish somebody would pay. If you're out there and you want to pay me, I will shit on you.
I'm not telling you what kind of shit, but I will shit on you. Either literally or figuratively. Depends on the amount.
Somebody's going to take me up on that. That's what
You are going to get a DM as soon as this launches. And they're going to be like, I will pay you $500 to shit on my chest. Honestly, I would do it.
We have no shame here. I have a question for you. Would you?
Are you ready to quit? That's my question for
I'm like stuck back here. The camera's in the way.
Would you let somebody shit on you for $500?
Would you?
Would you shit on somebody?
I was gonna say.
Okay, I would be doing the shitting maybe, and that'd be a lot easier for me to do.
Thank you.
I'm not.
Now, would that be okay with you? Would it be?
Or she's in video game land. She don't. Yeah.
You would let him shit on somebody?
$500. I'll split it with you.
Oh my god, that's only $250 at that point.
I know, right?
Evan's a cheap whore, you guys.
Hey, now you know, though.
If you want somebody to shit on your chest, hit up Evan, because he's the cheapest out of all of us.
I don't do it for a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only here for a good time, not a long time.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What are we talking about today, Heather?
Well, speaking of good times and not long times, summer camp.
Speaking of places where I could not shit.
Did you ever go to summer camp as a
Yeah, I did. One time. Guys, we have an injury.
Yeah, what's the story about?
Hold on. Places where I could not shit. I went to summer camp one time, and I was a brownie. I was a girl. Oh, it gets worse. I was a Girl Scout.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Evan, can you cut this?
Let's just keep going because I'm never gonna get through it. Also, I was also a Girl Scout.
Were you? How far did you make it, Heather?
Actually, really far. Like really far. My mom was like a super serious Girl Scout. Like
She was a leader?
she started from the bottom, went all the way up, and like if you ask my mom about this, you would think it's like the crowning achievement of her life. Mind you, this bitch had 3 kids, has 2 beautiful granddaughters, and her like crowning achievement in her life is, I went to the National Girl Scout Jamboree in Tennessee when I was a kid.
I don't want to go to anywhere that's a jamboree.
I just like when you talk to this woman. I also like am so glad that like this podcast went from me like losing my shit sobbing to like being very serious about Girl Scouts. What a mood. But no, if you ask this woman, like you bring up the Girl Scouts around her, she will stop everything and be like, I was a Girl Scout.
You can't shit on the Girl Scouts in front of her?
She's like, I started from the beginning.
Daisies.
And I worked my way up. Was a leader. I'm like,
oh no.
Shit, Mom. I went to the National Girl Scout Jamboree.
Oh my god.
I did. It was in Nashville. It was in Tennessee. She's like, our car broke down twice on the way. It was fine. I'm like, all right, Mom, sorry.
I cried.
I'm like,
but
go off, Ma.
So here was the beginning of the end for the Girl Scouts for me. I started out as a brownie and ended as a brownie because I was not like I didn't start as a daisy. I didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
I was not the age of a daisy when I started. Okay,
started the brownies.
So my best friend at the time, and actually one of my current still best friends, my friend Nicole.
Okay,
shout out to Nicole. Shout out to Big Titty Nikki.
Nicole, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
Her mom was the scout leader, so my mom and her mom were friends. They were both named Lisa.
Oh, the Lisa tribe.
Yeah, because only people that are 50 are Lisa. At this point.
That tracks. Keep going.
So the 2 Lisas made us do Girl Scouts.
Nice.
I never really enjoyed it. Nicole and I were each other's only friends because obvious reasons.
Okay.
And so we ended up doing a camping trip, and initially I really wanted to go because everybody else was going. And then I got there and my mom wasn't there, and I had never spent an evening without my mom. I was like,
oh no,
8.
Oh boy.
I would not use the bathroom at the Girl Scouts.
How far was it of like a camping trip?
Definitely like 3 hours. My mom had to come back and get me the same day that we got there because I would not go to the bathroom all day and refused to shit.
Like just refused to shit or just use the bathroom in general?
Refused to go to the bathroom at all.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They were like, you have to.
My mom had to
like, I will not.
My mom had to come get me because I would refuse because I was so scared to spend the night without my mom. Apparently, she came to get me. I think it was like I got there at 6 o'clock in the morning the day before, and I left 6 o'clock in the morning the day after. And I couldn't sleep through the night, and I was apparently wailing in the middle of the night.
So when your mom got there, like as soon as she hit the premise,
she felt bad for me, so
you
she
pee?
Wasn't mad.
Did you pee as soon as you got there?
No.
No, you just held it the whole time?
No. No, I didn't do it.
Gross. Infections. Nasty. I never went to camp. I was not a camp child. I don't know, maybe my parents didn't love me enough. I'm just kidding.
No.
Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Well, there's camp, like going overnight, and then there's day camp. Did you do summer programs? That's camp.
No. No. No, I did not. I just wasn't into it. But I did go pretty far in the Girl Scouts, had a time doing that. I think the reason I never camped or did camps is my mom's family lives in Vermont, and my grandmother and grandfather had a campsite. Like they went to a campground and they had a trailer and they did that. So like during the summers, like we would go up to the campground and like, that was with my like family. Like I didn't go to camp. I went camping when I went to see like my family.
Right.
So maybe that's why, like, while you were at day camp constipated, like I was chilling with like my fam in a tent, like getting ice cream, you know what I mean?
Right, you were camping.
I was chilling, yeah.
Yes.
That was also where a rat snake fell on me, had the unfortunate run-in with a large snake falling off the swings and into my lap. That was at camp.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, not enjoyable. I got really good at shuffleboard there as well.
Was it an old folks camp?
I mean, yeah, a campground like upstate Vermont. It was mainly like older families, I think. I mean, there was a whole playground and everything, but like they were chilling. Got really good at shuffleboard. I will ruin your life on shuffleboard. But speaking of camp, what are some of your favorite camp related?
We can't start this conversation without talking about the ultimate camp movie, obviously Friday the 13th.
The A1 Day One.
The best one is the A1 Day One, for sure. It is the first one. Jason is overrated. Mrs. Voorhees is where it's at.
Pamela's great. Pamela's great. I do love Jason though. I do love the ideas behind Jason, but Pamela
I like bag-headed Jason.
Listen, I will take burlap sack Jason over fucking Jason X every day, every goddamn day.
I do not agree.
I know, we've had this conversation before, but like,
what if Jason were to do such a thing as take Manhattan? Perhaps.
Just like to think about it, you know? Really
the original movie is the best. Kevin Bacon appearance. Important. Add him to the daddy wall. We're gonna have a daddy wall.
All right, I'll get right on that. Start hacking away at that. Yeah, I don't know. I really love the process behind Jason and like playing into the whole sex kills in a very outward way of, you know, if you have sex, you'll die.
There's Kevin Bacon.
Look at him. Look at all that hair.
What a mess.
We love it.
You know what? Honestly, nothing really beats the shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing beats the shrine with the head on it.
Pam's shrine. I really love, too, that we're seeing, like, this franchise grow a little more in the way of not more awful remake movies. I'm looking at you, new Friday the 13th.
Which one? The one with
the newest one.
The last one that they did? Yeah, terrible.
Where the whole beginning is whatever. Anyway, we won't think about that one. With the appearance of the game.
Yeah.
Of the game recently coming out, and
I've heard really good things about the game.
I have the game. When the game came out, it was really buggy and annoying, but it's just added like more fuel, I think, to the franchise coming back, and like, you know, it's fun. There's something about being able to play as Jason and like murder people in weird ways. The same thing with them adding him to Mortal Kombat XL, where you can literally play as Jason. The only downside to him on Mortal Kombat XL, in my opinion, is there is no sleeping bag move.
Well,
he walks
the sleeping bag move.
Yes, I know, is from my least
takes
favorite.
place in your least favorite one that you want
favorite.
to shit on.
Listen, I don't want to shit on the whole movie. I just shit on his weird monkey mask because I don't like it.
Can we talk about how Kane Hodder is a very nice man?
He is the sweetest man.
I feel so bad for him.
So is CJ Graham, though.
Yeah.
CJ Graham has alpacas.
I feel like Kane Hodder has the worst fan experiences.
He does. One of them recently at a horror movie convention, I don't remember which one it was, they were having like a Jason versus Jason photo op.
Yeah.
And they had two of the different Jasons there, and somebody brought like a real machete or something for the photo op because they wanted it signed, and one of them ended up getting like hurt.
Yeah.
Not like super severe that they had to go to the hospital, but they cut themselves like pretty bad. It like, I think, ruined the whole rest of the fucking photo op.
Yeah.
Everybody else was pissed.
Yeah.
Super great guy, super nice dude. And there's something, you know, about the whole go to this like abandoned camp later on, break into this shit.
Yeah, it's
Something really
honestly.
unsettling. There's a place in New Jersey, I think, where you can get the Camp Crystal Lake experience.
Yeah.
Too.
Isn't Voorhees in New Jersey?
Voorhees is in New Jersey.
Yes. Oh, look, there's Pam.
Good old
Pam. We love her. R.I.P.
Pam, your hair's not doing it for me, but Pam is a real
Pam's
G.
sweater does it for me. I once had a coworker I didn't like, and they wore that entire outfit on accident. to work.
Oh, the cable knit.
And I'd put up like a poll that said like, who wore it best?
I can't. I'm so over it.
Let's move on to perhaps a more controversial, but ahead of its time movie, Sleepaway Camp. One of the best reveals of all time.
Sleepaway Camp probably did have it. Also,
Some might
really
even call
good
it a
artwork,
reveal.
Yeah, really good artwork.
Isn't this the Cavity Colors?
I don't know.
We love Cavity Colors here on this podcast.
Listen, I think we should. We'll get back to that in a minute. There are some really great for like horror fans. There are some really awesome small companies that make some amazing merchandise, and I wear a lot of the shirts from some of these companies on this show, and I feel like we just need to like shout them out.
Yeah.
Like besides Cavity Colors, you've got
Graveyard Goods.
You've got Graveyard Goods. You've got Dead End Threads, who does phenomenal. I mean, I'm wearing a Dead End Thread shirt right now. He did my basket case shirt. Phenomenal. You've got Pentagram Peter Pan, who does some really interesting mashups. They do
Pizza Party.
Pizza Party.
Yeah. Let's
We're gonna go back to that.
Let's talk
We're gonna
about
have
old
to-
Angela here.
Yeah, we gotta go back to that. But there's some shirt wrecks and some companies
we
to
should make a whole
follow.
episode about it.
Let's get
probably.
back to that. Yeah. So let's talk about good old Ange.
Good old Ange. She's a mess. Angela, her parents raised her. Oh, well, I'm not going to spoil it. Should we spoil? Or you're listening to this if you spoil? Like you know.
Has it been out for like 35 years?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Good.
feel like Sleepaway Camp is
Good.
old enough that you might be able to like spoil a little
Yeah,
bit
I
of
mean,
it.
Angela has been raised as a girl. She kind of doesn't fit in. She kills a bunch of people, and then you find out Angela was a boy the whole time, and it's a huge reveal. This movie is not particularly good. Its sequels are particularly awful, though.
Yeah, the Sleepaway Camp series as a whole,
Yep.
I feel like there's nothing else that you can really say about that.
Not
after, like,
Sleepaway Camp 2, which was awful, and then Sleepaway Camp 3, which
3.
just had footage from 2
3
in it. I don't know if they were locked into a contract or something, but it is just god awful. I think this movie's had a resurgence.
I think it has a little bit, and I don't know if it's like people clinging to the desperate feelings of like, this is about to get real weird when I say this, but fleeting youth and like going back to like movies that were set in the 80s and early 90s where things like feel a little better, especially right now.
Yeah.
Or
I
if
think
it's
it's
just
because it's on
like-
Shudder. It's on Shudder. It's like the first movie that
Or that.
It's the first recommendation on Shudder. Great recommendation from Shudder, but like definitely something that you can rewatch over and over again.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily lose the little bit of luster that it has for people that like it and watch it. Also, can we just talk about like bringing back the fashion for men in that era?
Look at that.
With the short shorts and the tight crops.
Yes.
Bring back men's crop tops.
Are we even shaped like that anymore? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You ever wear
definitely.
that?
You guys just don't dress like that.
I
So
know.
you guys don't give away the goods.
Yeah.
Prudes.
Listen.
Men are all prudes.
We're going to get so much attack from this. But seriously, I will always look at these movies and be like, damn, we love a good short men's short.
He had a belt and everything.
With the belt, yeah. They were
Who the
like,
fuck wears
listen,
the
my
belt
pants
anymore?"
might be real short, but they're staying up.
They're saying the
Okay?
fuck up
They're staying up today.
really far up the booty cheeks.
Really far up the booty cheeks, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Bring
We
back men's
we did a
crops.
70s photo shoot at the shop. And Oba and Zalik, Zalik.w on Instagram, at Omari on Instagram.
Ooh.
Gonna shout him out. Don't care.
You can also book with them at pushtattoos.com.
They wore donned the shorts.
They did the donned the like dolphin short too. It was like the athletic dolphin short
with the socks.
I was here for it. Yeah.
And some Converse.
Honestly,
and the crop top,
bring it back
for that matter. And you know what? I was pretty good.
Y'all bring it back.
Bring it back.
I'm bringing the mullet back. Y'all need to bring the short shorts and the crop tops back.
That's right.
Bring back 70s athletic fashion, please. Thank you. I want the high socks. I want it all. I want it all.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, no, Sleepaway Camp was definitely one of the ones that got me the first time I watched it. Like, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, you weren't expecting what it was.
But onto a better film.
An actual good movie.
Like, a great movie, start to finish, great casting, not horror. Not horror, though it does have a little murder in it, but it
also has some spookiness.
It has my favorite depiction of a summer camp. And that is Addams Family Values. Because there's just everything that you expect when you think stereotypical summer camp that happens in this shit, down to like the chaotic counselors. Which, by the way, Becky Martin Granger in this movie, that is the chick that plays Martha May Whovier in The Grinch.
Yes.
And every time I see it, I just hear, like, her when she comes out in The Grinch and she goes, Betty! Hi!
That's a horror movie.
Yeah, I'm just like, why the fuck do you have that
We have
voice?
Angelica Houston.
The light of my life.
Nothing compares to Christopher. We have Christopher Lloyd.
We do have Christopher Lloyd.
We have young Christina Ricci.
Very, very young. Her, especially like her in this summer camp setting. And just like all of her witty comebacks to this ridiculous little shit. I mean, even from like when they get there and you see like in the background they're talking and Pugsley is trying to like hang himself in the background because he doesn't want to fucking be there. I feel like that just perfectly captures how most people feel about fucking summer camp. He's just so over it. Even down to like the stupid show and the like horror movies, not horror movies, God, I'm like all over the place today. The horror stories, Finish the Story. In the cabin at night, and the girls have all their retainers and shit in.
It's honestly great. It's very pleasant.
It's exactly what you would expect from a movie dealing with like summer camp.
It's got bullying in it. Great.
Debbie Jelinski is the light of my life. I love her. She is the Black Widow in that movie. Has nothing to do with the camp part, except for she's the fact that they go there, but everything that she does
is great.
Just, she ends up being my favorite character.
Yep.
From the franchise of the two Addams Family movies. Like, ignoring the original show, looking at the two movies. I'm not counting the new movie because I don't want to deal with that right now.
Isn't that the animated one?
That's the animated one, yes.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's just, like, she just ends up being, like, my fucking favorite. And then, like, yeah, it's so good.
So good.
So funny. But back to a more, like, angrily horror camp movie.
Well, this isn't, like, I don't even know if this is, like, a real movie.
You can't actually.
It's called Bloody Bloody Bible Camp. It is something that you can definitely watch on YouTube. Could I tell you what it's about? No.
No, you really can't.
It doesn't matter. Look at that.
I also want
look at that
to acknowledge
look at that red paint.
That this was made in 2012.
Yeah.
It is not that old.
No, it's awful though. It is Velocipaster awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty rough.
Evan, please go home and watch that. I'm not recommending any of the good movies that we talk about.
No good movies.
This is definitely oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this. Still going after she got her kid decapitated. There are no stars in this movie. There are no shining stars. This movie's horrible, and you should watch it. Ron Jeremy's in it. I forgot. Never mind. There is a star-ish, although we don't like him anymore because he's an actual piece of shit. Ron Jeremy. But I guess he was. You could consider him
well known. I wouldn't call him a star. He's really well known.
He's well known.
Yeah.
There is something about a pencil-thin mustache separated in the middle that when you see that shit, you're like, I have to watch this movie.
Yes, that's not a real mustache.
I have to watch. Somebody in their, like, costuming and design department was like, listen, you either need to grow this shitty mustache or we are going to sit there and place hair by hair on your face. And then they realize how much work that is and they're like, just kidding, we are going to get an eyebrow pencil from the local dollar store and make this fucking work.
Well, everything in this movie is from the local dollar store, so...
The amount of awful facial hair that is in this movie, honestly, is probably the reason why I watched it. You've got everything. Patchy beards, a weird shitty goatee.
Ron Jeremy
as fucking facial hair. You've got a pencil-thin mustache. Ugh. You've got a really uncomfortably crooked broom handle mustache.
Hold on, what is Bus Party now?
That shit is so good. Oh, Tara Reid said, this is my crowning moment.
Yes.
Yeah, as the weather gets warmer, you know, people are looking into some good movies to get.
And then this is really not one of them.
This is not one of them. This is literally not one of them at all.
No, you can see movies where people do camp. Like, they camp. For example, what's the horror comedy with the hillbillies? Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, yeah. I kind of forget that that's considered a horror comedy.
We forgot Cabin in the Woods.
So the reason why we didn't talk about Cabin in the Woods is because it's more, I mean, it's not really
about going camping, not camping.
Not even really camping because they just like go. I like lump that in more with like Last House on the Left kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like going or Evil Dead, even, you know, going into a secluded house.
Cabin. It's the cabin that gets
weekend situation.
Well, you know what movie
but I do love Cabin in the Woods. Phenomenal movie.
You know what took place outside the whole movie? The ruins, and I think that they camped, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the ruins, and I know that it's like a really like small fraction of people that liked it. I like the special effects.
It wasn't bad. It just didn't do for me what I thought it was going to do for me.
Yeah.
But definitely like another one. I mean, I feel like you want to broaden it into like camping, you got a lot of shit and a lot of shit to go through. I mean, realistically, you've got The Hills Have Eyes. They weren't choosing to go camping, but they ended up camping.
I mean, they were in a camper.
Yeah, but they were driving.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've got like all of the shit like that you could go into that gets a little
fuzzy.
Well,
Wrong Turn is all camping movies.
Stop it. We're done talking about Wrong
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that's another one that you could put in there. I mean,
but I don't even like that fucking movie and I don't want to talk about it.
That's fair because I don't like talking about it either.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Blair Witch Project on this podcast.
I hate you, Blair Witch podcast.
I'm
sure there's a Blair Witch podcast somewhere, though. To be honest, think about the people that love Blair Witch and how, like,
they're obsessed.
They're, like, very culty. There's probably at least 1 to 2 talk shows that are, like, specifically about the Blair Witch Project, and they're trying to prove how it's real.
I refuse to understand it.
Yeah, I just don't really.
Because even, like, and you could go to Cannibal Holocaust. All of these people were outside.
All right, well, we're not just doing.
They were outside.
Oh, you know that
Piranha.
That one scene on the outside that they had
Jaws,
in that one
Piranha.
movie. Oh god. Anaconda.
Beach movies. We could do a little extra segue into the beach movies. We got the Jaws, your Piranhas, your what's that one that horrible the Meg. Remember the one about the big shark, and then the one with Blake Lively where she's stranded out in the middle of the fucking thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, when she gets like stuck on the buoy.
Yeah, it's stupid. But yeah, we have beach movies
as
for the
it
summer.
gets warmer, as the summertime hits, We'll go into our favorite like summer classics, beach movies.
Yeah.
Awful fucking sci-fi original movies. Piranaconda versus Mega Shark. You're like, great, yes. Yeah. Good.
Summer blockbusters for sure.
Summer blockbusters.
Summer blockbusters. Is it time?
It is time. It is time for your favorite part.
I hope you have names, because I don't.
I don't, but I can make them up on the fly.
Would you like to go back and forth?
Go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can go back and forth. Why
go
not?
Ahead.
Let's change it up. We don't have any rules or script for this podcast whatsoever, so fuck it. Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
Ron Jeremy.
I knew you were going to say it. Pamela Voorhees.
Ooh.
I got one.
Is it Angela?
It's not Angela. No, it's not Angela.
Okay.
It's Kevin Bacon.
Oh my god, this is so easy.
With his long hair.
This is so easy. I'm going to marry Kevin Bacon immediately because that's all I've ever wanted to do my entire life.
Okay.
And I said that with such conviction.
You did. You sold it. I believed you.
You should.
You're like, that's it. I'm not going to talk about anything
I'll
else.
kill Ron Jeremy and I'll eat the cooch for not having to fuck Ron Jeremy.
Okay. All right. Fair. Great. I'm going to marry Pamela Voorhees.
Oh, really? You don't want Kevin Bacon in your life?
I do. So
you don't love the smell of bacon?
I'm going to fuck Kevin Bacon. And I'm going to kill Ron Jeremy
as well. Is the marrying
sure.
Pamela Voorhees because you could just be like, I don't have sex? Or you would legitimately do it?
Like,
would you give her the cooch?
Like a bit of both. Like, it would be one of those things where if it was like a thing, I'd be like, no, I don't have sex. Meanwhile, I'm banging Kevin Bacon.
Well, you're only banging him once, right?
Well, it just says fuck. It doesn't say like fuck once.
Oh, you're gonna have an affair.
I can have a whole affair with Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
But I feel like Pamela Voorhees is that like person that you want to marry because she's just gonna make sure that you're always taken care of.
Oh,
anybody fucks with you, she's coming after it. Like, I could use that in my life.
I'd let Kevin Bacon cheat on me all the time.
All the time.
I don't care.
Whatever he wants to do. Kevin Bacon, we love you.
You can do whatever you want.
We're going to have a whole episode about Kevin Bacon because I really would like to talk about Tremors.
I want to talk about my favorite Kevin Bacon movie, which is one that you...
God, I can't wait. Lay it on me.
Do you remember the one, and I cannot remember what it's called, but it's my favorite Kevin Bacon movie where he is invisible.
Someone is going to come after you for being like,
where he is
it's not your favorite movie if you don't
well, I
remember
just
the
took
name.
an edible, so I don't know. Remember? He's wrapped in the gauze.
We're just gonna have it like a
Can you look up Kevin Bacon, Evan? Okay, I'm fucking up here.
We're gonna have a fucking count of every
so
time
good.
that Anna gives me this face.
You wanna know why it's my favorite? You see his penis.
Of course you do. The Hollow Man?
Yeah.
Hollow Man.
Yeah, it is.
I like how I literally look up and I'm like, it's definitely that one.
Kevin Bacon is like, you look at that shit.
Then we're gonna use you as an actor, and then we're just gonna take away your eyes.
Love it. Have you seen Hollow Man? It's so good.
I just remember because I saw this a little bit later. The graphics just being so cheesy.
So great.
It's the year 2000, and it feels the year 2000.
Well, Evan, you know who all these people in this Fuck, Marry, Kill are, and then it's time for us to turn it around on you.
No!
On me? All right. Well, obviously we're killing Ron Jeremy because that guy's real creepy. I think I'm gonna marry Kevin Bacon because I think he'd be able to do a lot of stuff for me. And I could probably do some stuff for him.
You can probably do some stuff for him.
And then Pamela Voorhees is. She's probably crazy. So we'll do we'll fuck her once. One time. That's the rules. It's one time. I don't know where you
She's
started.
a helicopter parent, so.
Yeah.
I feel like she's crazy enough that you fuck her one time and you'd never get rid of her.
Yeah,
right? She's around forever.
Yeah.
Damn.
Her and Kevin Bacon would have to fight over me. That would be cool.
Kevin Bacon would win.
No, he wouldn't. He lost the first time.
Coming back for more. He's gonna come back.
Coming back.
Oh, the Revenge of the Bacon.
Yeah. I hate this. I hate us. I'm quitting. This is my last episode.
Where
Fuck this
where can
podcast.
they find you since it's your last episode?
They
and we
can't
won't be able
find
to
me
be found?
anywhere ever. I'm
Okay.
getting off the internet.
Well, you can find her at Itty Bitty Trash Mouth for the next 3 minutes until she deletes her profile. You
Yep.
can find me at Curls Junior Tattoos and book an appointment with me at pushtattoos.com.
Yep.
Click the booking link. You can also book with any of the people mentioned in this podcast.
True.
Um,
As always, send us your ideas. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know your opinions on what we've talked about. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends.
and be blessed.
Count how many degrees you are to Kevin Bacon. I'm 3 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
That's nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's my crowning achievement.
Good.
Fuck you, Brownie.
God bless you.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller, a chud.
What did it mean to you to see that? Did it mean they love me?
Place the look to the past.
Fucking mess you've made of things again.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.